Dusk in Yingge village lies already shattered, crushed beneath the god's steps. The sun's dying light spills across the dirt road at the village entrance as gongs, drums, and suona rip through the stillness.
Make way, everyone! Don't block the procession, lest you offend the Vermillion General!
The few dozen remnants of Hank's army I lead, their armory battered and faces caked with dirt, are trapped at the village entrance by the surging crowd. The Chiu Kingdom's general sits in the prison cart and hangs his head. He's the only reward and glory of our bitter victory.
Out of all the times we lost half of our battalion at Mornsan Pass. Even our Captain General fell. We barely made it back alive. Now we're supposed to bow to clay statues? General, let's just push through!
Bear with it. This martial god isn't as forgiving as a bodhisattva. Offend the Vermillion General, and the villagers will tear us limb from limb.
Our banner bears the great character hung for all to see, and they still dare defy us?
Yungo village is next to Mornsan Pass. It's always been a battleground for warring kingdoms. The banners at the village entrance have changed more times than anyone can count. Do you think they'll truly bow to Hung?
The Vermillion General is from the old dynasty. Why do they still worship him as a god?
If you were born as a member of the imperial family, raised in silk and splendor, blessed with beauty, and became an undefeated general who stands with the commoners, you too would be revered.
I'd rather not die young on the battlefield only to have people pray to me year after year, even after my kingdom has crumbled.
I rein in my horse. Through the haze of incense and swirling dust, a procession draped in vivid colors slowly emerges. The deity's palanquin looms, ceremonial banners sway, and the masked heavenly messenger dances among the crowd. The villagers, faces alight with devotion, merge into the surging tide.
Welcome, ancient souls. Banish newborn demons, and let fire light the way. Never look back.
The meticulously crafted statue of the martial god is enthroned upon the palanquin. His vivid, spirited gaze pierces the mask and veil of incense smoke to meet mine. Beneath the masterful clay sculpting, that commanding yet resplendent gaze appears lifelike. It's as though it can strike one's soul. The more relentless the flames of war, the more people need faith to survive. I am the first to dismount. Then I silently follow those at the end of the slow-moving procession.
It will circle the General's temple thrice this year. General Rafayel will watch over us.
I heard Chiu Kingdom's horses always veer away when they get too close to our general's temple. His divine power must be influencing them.
The deity procession journeys on. It finally stops outside the general's temple as darkness falls. The weathered temple is modest in size, yet the square before it teems with people amidst the lantern's lights. A humble stage stands to one side, and a white cloth screen is illuminated by a warm glow behind it.
Dear villagers, my name is Cuizhou. Tonight, I have the honor of performing the grand epic of the martial god General Rafayel.
The gong sounds softly, and a slender shadow puppet leaps onto the white cloth screen.
300 years ago, this general was once the Xie Kingdom's precious prince. His Highness Raphael. He was a master in poetry, music, and painting. His brilliance was unmatched. Yet, as flames of war engulfed the land and the dynasty teetered on the brink of collapse, the young prince was forced to wield a weapon. He cast aside his silken robes and donned armor for battle.
With a deft twist and turn of the fingers, the shadow puppet is clad in a warrior's garb.
In his first battle, he rode forth alone and claimed the enemy general's head. The tide of battle shifted as he struck terror into his foes. Yet his countenance was too fair. His brow and eyes were as beautiful as a painting. So he melted the fallen general's armor and forged a fearsome mask to inflict dread upon the battlefield. Thus, the name of the Vermillion General was known to both armies in a single night.
The shadow puppets dance and whirl across the screen to conjure visions of thundering cavalry and clashing steel.
For years, he was undefeated. He won every battle, took every stronghold. Many praised his noble heart and devotion to the people. Yet his enemies trembled at his name as if the martial god himself had descended. Alas, the heavens are jealous of greatness. At the age of 24, beyond Mornsand Pass,
I watch with rapt attention, yet the words Mornsand Pass shake me to my core. Visions of the brutal fighting from past days churn through my mind.
the enemy arrived in a force 10 times greater. To shield the fleeing civilians, General Rafayel held the rear alone. Beneath a 1,000-year-old tree, he fought the enemy for a day and a night. Grievously wounded, yet refusing to yield, he stood his ground until his last breath. As General Rafayel collapsed, fallen leaves burst into flames. Countless golden leaves scattered in the heavens. Vermilion light blazed across the valley, and the heavenly gate opened. The Vermillion General did not fall to the dust of the earth. He rose through the 9 heavens to become the martial god, a protector of all.
The screen blazes with light as a dark red figure streaks across the white cloth. It's seemingly akin to the silhouette of a god. Cui Jiu's voice gradually fades and is replaced with echoes from my memory. The legend of the martial god is one I've heard countless times since childhood. I was born in Honging City, and my family were generals who defended its walls. When I was 10, the Chiyu Kingdom invaded. Honging fell. My family perished in the massacre. Barely clinging to life, I alone escaped through Mornsand Pass. Ever since that cursed day, all lands beyond Mornsand Pass became the Chiyu Kingdom's territory, and Honging City was renamed Chiyu City. At the age of 15, I joined the Hong army. I vowed in secret that one day I would march alongside them to reclaim Honging. Year after year, the war dragged on. General after general fell. Yet Honging drifted ever further in my dreams. In those days of uncertainty, I sometimes remembered that, as a child, I too had dreamed of becoming a hero like Vermillion General. The next day we set out again as the day's first rays of sunlight appeared with the enemy general. As the mountains gradually recede, we enter a canyon awash in shades of crimson.
General, this place is known as the Blaze Trail.
It lives up to its name. In the heat of autumn, the leaves blaze like a living fire.
It's quiet.
Pick up the pace. We have to... A whistling arrow pierces the sky. In its wake, a hail of arrows descends like freezing rain to harvest lives. Ambush! All units, get into formation! I draw my sword and shove a nearby soldier aside. A crossbow bolt grazes past his bracer. The ambush starts and ends just as swiftly. This ragged band of survivors never stood a chance against an attack well prepared by the Chiu. My soldiers fall one after another. In the distance, the prison cart is wrenched open, and the Chiu general is helped out by his comrades.
She's their leader. Capture her alive and kill the rest!
I grit my teeth and raise my sword to meet them. Hot blood soon splatters across my face and blurs my vision. On the hillside, corpses of Hong and Chiu soldiers lie tangled together. Only the bodies of Chiu soldiers remain at the top, however. This is where I die. The edge of my blade is dull and chipped. Countless wounds cover my body. I stagger back a few more steps until my spine slams against rough bark. Nearby, the cold gleam of blades slowly closes in around me. I slowly fall back and lift my head with a gasp. Autumn leaves blot out the sky. Standing proud and resolute, the tree is ancient and gnarled. This is...
Beneath a 1,000-year-old tree, he fought the enemy for a day and a night. Grievously wounded, yet refusing to yield, he stood his ground until his last breath. As General Rafayel collapsed, fallen leaves burst into flames. Countless golden leaves scattered in the heavens.
Marchant Pass, the Blaze Trail under an ancient tree. Is this where Vermillion General ascended to become the martial god? Autumn's morning sun filters through gaps in the canopy. Specks of doubled light fall upon my broken armor. The footsteps of the encircling soldiers draw closer. My chest heaves violently. My heartbeat drowns out the rasp of blades being drawn nearby. I wonder how similar his thoughts in his final moments are to my own. I watch the Chiu soldiers surge up the slope, then raise my eyes to the leaves overhead, thick enough to blot out the sky. If I'm going to die here, it doesn't matter if I become a god or a spirit. At least this place is beautiful. My vision and awareness gradually blur. The light of the setting sun seems to envelop me, and the sounds around me slowly fade into silence. The trees shudder, their leaves cascading in waves. A golden red radiance is ignited. Brighter than the sunlight, it blazes outward like a wildfire. At the heart of the light, spiraling leaves gather and slowly coalesce into a tall figure. That mask. It looks exactly like the one from the deity procession. Am I already dead? Who are you?
The martial god you've disturbed. If you're going to die here, you should have asked for my permission first. Well, I do not grant it. Is this a fortunate circumstance, or the worst day of your life?
It's an illusion. Attack! Kill them!
But these men have definitely run out of luck.
Countless leaves gather in his palm and transform into a strange double-bladed sword. Countless threads of golden red light ignite throughout the grove. They follow his movements like flowing fire. The leaves wreathed in golden flames burst forth with his swing. They pierce the enemy soldier's armor. I forget the searing pain in my chest, my eyes fixed on the figure standing amidst the carnage. His double-bladed sword isn't coated in a single drop of blood. His fearsome mask gleams brilliantly under the sunlight. It's like a martial god has descended upon the mortal realm.
Over there! Surround them!
In the distance, more pursuers surge like a rising tide, the clang of their weapons echoing through the air.
You're eager to nourish this tree? Very well. I'll grant your wish.
With a flick of his wrist, the double-bladed sword dances through the air. Each slash is as swift as a flying loon and graceful as a soaring swan. Golden radiance and countless whirling flames sweep through the enemy's ranks with devastating force. Each leaf is a blade with lethal precision. It all happens too quickly. Before the enemy can even cry out, they're already reduced to dust in the storm. Within a few heartbeats, the canyon falls silent once more. Or are the sounds of this world slipping away from me? I slump against the tree trunk, my gaze unfocused. The fallen leaves before me slowly lose their color, fading to gray. That fearsome mask draws closer, and my blurry vision, it seemingly has shed its murderous aura. An indescribable warmth envelops my painful wound. At the same time, something deep within me stirs, and an inexplicable heat flares across the back of my hand.
A soul covenant. So it was you.
Darkness washes over me like a gentle tide. It's ready to drown the remnants of my faltering consciousness.